Hey, Keeper. How's it going? Also, hi, Damien. I don't know if you saw. The recipe list is up on the Mastodon site. Well, actually, it's on Mega, but it's linked via the Mastodon site. We are up to something like 350 known recipes now. I know you weren't there last stream, but we did a whole bunch of osmium experimentation. You've been keeping one too? Honestly, I can respect anyone who would attempt to use the in-game notebook in order to keep track of recipes, but with how many potential recipes there are, I just can't see it being viable. Which is why I use it for directional notes. Here's on Notes app. Out of curiosity, are you on Windows 11 or Mac or Linux? You have something to reference when you start playing, but you can sap the joy of your own discoveries. Then again, you know, Windows, so it's at least Control F searchable. Sorry, I'm eating a. I would call it a banana sandwich, but it's wrapped up in a tortilla instead of being in between bread, so. I mean, you can play Lucid blocks over summer when you travel. Where are you traveling over to the summer? Or that was not a correctly worded sentence. Where are you traveling to over the summer? Brazil. What you doing in Brazil? Something fun, I hope. I have no idea what goes on in Brazil. Just seeing family? Hmm. Good to visit. All of my family is in the continental US. Did I get cash blocks? I did get cash blocks. They're just storage blocks. Were you there when we figured out the cabinet recipe? We have a whole ton of storage now. And it's not just cash blocks. Yeah, first stream. Okay. Right after it ended. Oh yeah, you followed over on the raid. That other person who had the cabinet recipe, and we copped it off them. I'm surprised that it never occurred to me to mix string and cut wood. You have a base. As in a base outside the Clona Qualia? Like in the actual world. Trying to get a Qualia. Oh. You haven't gotten one through blooming yet? You can't get a Qualia through blooming. That's how I got mine, so you're just, like, getting shafted with the rolls? That's depressing. Alright. Actual stream start now. You music can end. Such is life. Yeah. I've determined you got everything but the qualia. Nice on the other side, I would play Elite Dangerous. I need to play Elite Dangerous. That was the other thing that I wanted to play with my VR headset. But I finished Arizona Sunshine, and then my brain was like, you need to de-stress from learning how to speed load a revolver in VR. A madness-inducing pastime. And now I still have... You play it with you? Elite Dangerous? Is that multiplayer? Actually, no. Stupid question. I know Elite Dangerous is multiplayer. I tend to play it on solo, though. Mostly because you can create a private session. Oh! I didn't know you could do that. Do combat and stuff. Interesting. First off, I would need to get used to actually doing... Combat is going to be crazy with VR. I would lose my mind. Well, Keeper, I don't know whether or not you've seen the Firmament thing. Apparently it's possible to share worlds, so that's interesting. Anyways, back into it. We moved some... Where am I? I don't actually know where I am in the overworld. I think I'm still at Towers, which is what I'm going to be calling it. We did a whole shit ton of experimentation last stream, produced a bunch of different capsules. We got sheep, we got... Oh, what are these things called? Fruit femmes. It was a very productive 5-hour stream last Friday. Ugh. I haven't put the blocks in cabinets. They've just sort of become part of the scenery. I could put them in cabinets, I just haven't. Arena is no risk in your universe, so it's good practice. Oh, okay. So, with all the experimentation having happened, I think it's probably a good time to, like, just sort of move on's not the right word for it. Focus a little bit more on exploration, just because there is theoretically a wooden pickaxe. Hey, it wasn't because I was actually, like, going for the wooden pickaxe. It was just because that's what I had. I think I need a hate wand. Just in case the wildebeest shows up. I don't remember what the recipe is. It's like a bone and block. No, that's a paddle. Bone and something. Ugh. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Bone and some kind of stone block. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Maybe? Prefer something that's not white tile. There we go. Backup hate wand. Have you got the haze hand? We did find the recipe for the haze hand. Wait. What? That's not what that recipe... Recipe, pebble block bone. Mace. What? Did I just assume that that's what that recipe produced? I must have assumed. Bone plus white tile block, then. Mace is good. Well, I have tendril rapier, so... What happens if I combine this in a paddle? Might as well. That's a tendril rapier. Okay. Mace and paddle, tendril rapier. If I ever accidentally break mine like an idiot. Alright, just throw y'all back in there. I gotta resist crafting things. Insofar as pickaxes go, we did get the recipe for the ice pick, so... Oh, and also Cristella's Bane, which is an outrageous pickaxe. I'm just not using it because I have a severe case of too good to use syndrome. So that results in me not using optimal items. Plus, with the pickaxe, I can do the stick loop, so I have infinite pickaxe that I can just carry with me, which is very convenient. All right. Yeah, I think we were going down from here. What is that? Man, sometimes the pixelated thing is a pain. You have all 4 wands. Don't forget Qualia. Yep. 4 wands. It's heart, ball, hate, and I don't think I know of a 4th wand yet. You can keep it to yourself. I am sure I will discover it at some point. We did find a, like, terrible looping method for duplicating sulfur if it ever became relevant. Oh, no, it's fine. You can tell me that there's another wand, just don't help tell me what it is or how to make it. I'd prefer to just come across it naturally and then get blown to smithereens. I did find a mannequin with a hate wand. That was a horrendous experience. Sulfur is like one of the best items. Yeah, I'm not saying sulfur is bad. I'm saying that we found a method to duplicate sulfur, and that method for duplicating it was abysmal. Like, I think I needed to craft a haze hand in order to duplicate it. Is this... Sorry for the question, this game is a fever dream for me? Oh, sorry, I didn't see your question. Different dimensions, are they different parts of the overworld? So far, it's just 2 dimensions. One is the Clone Aqualia, which is where we're carrying our base around. Interesting clay axe. And then this is the overworld. That's the only 2 dimensions we're currently aware of. If there are any more, that is... Pardon the fuck out of me? Found a way to make infinite bombs. I cast explode. I also didn't know bombs were a thing. What the hell? What did I just pick up? Oh, black sand. No. Mud blocks. Interesting. Okay, so this is the point at which we have to jump into the water again to figure that out. Too bad you got one off first stream. Wait, we got one? As in I. You and me, we got a bomb first stream. I don't remember a bomb. That might have been the guy we raided afterward. I left shortly afterwards. Sorry, I'm still eating my banana roll-up. It was me? Just ascribe it to, dementia. That's what I do every time I forget something. Oh, something over there. Crafted into a capsule? I do not recall doing this. I am almost certain that you're thinking of someone else. Oh man, it is a very bad thing to experience granola stuck to the back of your throat. Can't recommend. Nice little sandbar with a mannequin on it. And a paddle. Saves us from getting molested by the extendo grip sea monsters. which is why I had to run back the first time. That was not okay. You better fucking not. Fuck off. This is an emergency situation. Holy shit, I did not expect... Well, that was a jump scare to start the stream. Oh, God. Oh. It was this that allowed me to cook stuff, right? Sulfur? Sulfur plus green top bubble bear flesh. Never mind. That is very much not food. You go in there for the moment. Let's just grab some random bits of meat and such. Okay. All's good. Sulfur plus spider thing? Sulfur plus Keela. Oh, interesting. We have a few Keelas, so I'm not super worried about using them now. Oh. Why do I get a feeling that this is an indication that you can just use Keelas to make bombs? No, you're the wrong inventory. There we go, you look done. Nut. Didn't mean to... No, that made a bomb. Didn't mean to spoil. No, it's fine. You didn't say that it was a bomb. You just said that... How did I get a... Did I get a rejuvenation anchor from one of the container drops? Oh. Fascinating. And also convenient, because we were going to lose one at the end of the, Oh god, what are words? Words are weird. We lost one at the start of trying to cross the ocean, because we didn't want to have to run back. Container drop? Yeah, inside the towers. They were like little drop pots on the inside, and I was breaking them, and I got a whole bunch of, like, mana something or others, and sulfur out of it. I did also find sulfur in a desert once, but it was like 5 sulfur. So not exactly. Is that a fucking wildebeest? What in the fuck? That is a wildebeest. I am confused because... Oh! It does not experience knockback. I can't move that far in that direction because I will get ganged up on by mannequins. Huh? Is he on a return trip? Okay, we're calling that safe for the moment. Ah, this is what he was running across. Is this... Oh no, that's just dirt. Whoop! You bastard! Are you not hostile towards me? I swear you were hostile before. Interesting little tower structures over in that direction. Let's go that way. Oh, I somehow like 1 block deep water less. Pickaxe less ball wand. I was thinking about it. Oh, interesting. It's towers, but underwater. Yeah, this isn't really a good place to be. Something spawns in here. We're done. Ah, friend wand. You know, it might be blasphemous of me to say this, but I wonder what this game looks like without the weird square granular overlay. Ah, land. Land and a whole lot of me not being able to see where the hell I'm going. I see spires a lot. Is this a common feature? Or am I just weirdly lucky? Yeah, no, I don't know what that shit that I just heard was. I'm not messing around with it. Oh, what in the hell? Come on, get up there. Oh my. Ah. I'm gonna have to figure out how to navigate this. This mud? Oh, it's clay. That actually kind of sucks, because that means that I can't get... You know what I did? You know what I forgot to pick up on an island back there? I forgot to pick up my Clonaqualia. Trying to decide. I think that's too valuable for... I think the Clonaqualia is too valuable for me to not go back for. What a shame. Waste of time. It's fine. Remember the way back, kind of. Ish. A little bit. Back into the water. Hoping for no wildebeests. I can't believe I forgot my Clonaqualia. That's a colossal mistake. That's where all of my house is. Alright, it should be... We'll call it southwest of like the southern tip of the spires. But I'm not seeing any landmass yet. Oh, wait a minute. That might be it. Yep, I think that's it. Because we've just been heading in the direction that I'm calling north, without really any consideration for what, if any, actual northern direction there is in this game. Hello. Oh, that's a sheep. I'm sorry, brother, but I have to do this to you. And to you as well, I'm sorry. My clone Aqualia is not here. It must be on the previous island. Yeah, there it is. Mimic would lend itself well. There is a mimic in this game. I have called it a block mimic. It drops tungsten appendages. There we go. Don't forget your clone Aqualia. Like leaving your backpack on a train station. Or at a train station, except the backpack contains your entire house. Can't recommend it any less. Pick up some extra blocks while we're here for navigation purposes. And then right back towards where we were. Standard New York City experience. I wouldn't know. I've never been to New York City. Nor do I really have any intention or reason to go there. Hey, but you gotta experience the Big Apple. No, I don't. It would be one of the experiences of all time, which is to say merely another experience. Actually, though, is there anything in particular to do in New York, or do you just kind of exist there? Standard New York City experience? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot you can do in every city. I don't know if there's anything in particular with regard to New York that is special to New York that you would experience by going there. One moment, this person's pulling up a New York City tour guide. About to roast me for my ignorance in the New York City tourist experience. You too can get robbed in a train car. As soon as you're out of range of the neutron star, of course. That being said, if you want to get robbed in a train, you could always go to France. Don't get out of gravity well, your thrusters don't do so good. Yeah, that's... I really dislike how the footsteps just sometimes lag behind. Right. However many blocks I go into the clay fields with is how many blocks I'm gonna have, so... Might as well stock up on material while I can. Oh right, I increased my stack size to 60. Cool, I can carry more things. Let's refresh this before it breaks. I get a feeling navigating this is gonna somehow kind of really suck. Man, I hope clay balls are useful, because I'm going to be getting a lot of them. Big ass Swiss ball wand. Yeah, that's friend wand. We did that. Friend wand. Right there. Unless that's a different wand, which... No, it's a friend wand. Might as well take note of that recipe. No, wooden pick. Ball wand. Friend wand. Where the hell am I going? Oh, you little bastard. I mean, I want your drop, so I'm gonna come and kill you. Friend one plus slippers? Honestly, until I find a recipe for slippers, I don't want to get rid of slippers because they're extraordinarily useful. Oh my god! Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, sheep. You've been immediately helpful. I don't know exactly how that thing attacks. Super not interested in finding out. Also, what was I saying? I didn't want to... I heard a noise. Combine the slippers with... Slippers? Flippers. Flippers with anything until I found a recipe for the flippers, which I imagine is probably something with regards to... water. Because you can get water as an item? I think it drops from fish, rarely. So I think it makes sense in my head that whatever recipe generates flippers involves water somehow, but I only have the one water, so... Oh god, it is disgustingly dark. Lighter in my clay cave than it is out there. This is generationally excessive amounts of clay. I don't know if there's a purpose behind me actually going up to the top of this place. Besides just getting like a lay of the land. Is that a wildebeest down there? I honestly can't see anything. That just might be an entirely separate biome. Okay, my inventory is about to be full of clay. Time to throw this down and go anywhere else for the night. Several museums, sites, restaurants are exclusively New York. Ending of the year, Times Square is popping. Famous escape room. Okay. Hmm. Shit, that's the wrong recipe. Fine, whatever. Wooden pick and clay lump. Five sticks. That's actually really good. No longer need to concern myself with running out of sticks ever. There we go. Don't drop the cabinet. Wool. Keela not there, Keela there. Wildebeest, you go. in there, I suppose. Baguette, you can be in there. I should really plant the fruit seed now that I have dirt. Alright. To your point, Keeper, it is probably a good idea to clean up my base a little bit. Might as well while I have some time while we're waiting for night to pass. That being said, I don't think night in this dimension progresses at the same rate as night does in the overworld. Wonder if there is a gender dragon? That's a hell of a typo. The gender dragon. What would his breath be? Somebody come up with a stat block in D&D for the gender dragon. Somebody asked ChatGPT to come up with a stat block for the gender dragon in 5e. Hey, Otter. Gender drog. I don't know what a drog is. That sounds like a slur. Am I gonna have to ban you? Next they will have the pronoun dragon. I don't think I could look at someone in the face, honestly, and then refer to someone else in the third person as dragon. Yeah, dragon's gonna be at the party in 30 minutes. I mean, drog is a simple enough word that it's gotta be a word for something. Drog. There is a Merriam-Webster. Oh. Scottish drug. As in drugs. I'm sorry, Scotland. Wait. There's a drog meme? What the hell? Okay, China was apparently cooking with memes in 2020. What the hell? Meaning of the viral Sword and Shield Cheems frog. What the hell? Oh, good God. That's gonna be an icon whenever I unlock those. Everybody remember Drog. That is atrocious. Dragging these nuts across your face. Oh man, I missed a lot of chat. Keep saying it too. What, Drog? Drog is not a slur. It's a meme. That's a frog-shaped Cheems holding a shield and sword. Sword and shield, whatever. Loki forgot you were a mod. What, you asked for mod? It's fine. I forget that I stream on days that I'm not streaming too. It's fine. That's why my VOD uploads keep not happening on the day after. It's because 10 p.m. hits and I'm like, I need to stream tomorrow. I don't think I uploaded the VOD from the last stream. And then I go into work and then I forget that I have a life. Kind of. It all cycles back around. You know that movie that was just like... You take a drug and then suddenly you can't remember everything you do at work while you're not at work, and then you can only remember work while you are at work, and it's just like some horrendous thing. And mod promised to abuse it greatly. Sure, Otter, you can have mod. I'll just mod everyone in my chat. If everyone's super, no one is. Initiate the mod wars. Here's where I have to remember how to mod again. There we go. Great honor of the second natural modding. The keeper will always be my first. And we're not counting Disnot or Queen because I know them IRL, so they weren't wild. Ban you from your own channel. Please don't. I have no expectation for you abusing mod privileges. I mean, if you do, I'll just revoke mod. Modding anyone who has isn't necessarily a great idea. I know, but they've been here for a few streams. They've been courteous. Once again, if they decide to start abusing their mod privileges, then we can deal with it. W below average 10 viewer gang. Please don't spam W in chat. Well, actually, you know what? There's no one else in chat, so you know. If you want to spam W, so long as you keep it below 10 per spam, it's fine. May I ask what you're trying to do by spamming individual letters? I am curious. I don't know what that does in Twitch. And I just need to keep a conversation going while I'm doing something completely blasé in the actual game of just cleaning up my... Don't know. I would expect that it has some kind of like stop doing that rule. These are weird blocks, so they go in there. I think I forgot my own system. Play this game high on weed gummies. So funny thing about that, I actually don't do drugs. Which is weird considering I live in the Pacific Northwest. Time to start? No, I don't have issues with drugs in particular. It's just that every time I take them, I just feel tired. That's all I get out of it. If I want to be tired, I can just exist. That's tiring enough as is. Where the hell is all of my block storage? I need to organize this shit in an actual capacity at some point. Don't tell me I only have... I swear I have more cold stone somewhere. Did I not? I must not. You gotta craft the thing, Ever. Are things happening in chat where people are just having a discussion without my purview about whether or not I should do drugs? You're not my parents. You can't just shove me full of drugs whenever you want. Too fishbrain to pay attention to the text. There was a lot of text progressing very quickly, and I can only check back and forth every once in a while, because if I don't check back and forth while doing gameplay, then I will walk myself off the ledge and then get stuck somewhere I don't want to be. Also, fish-brained, rude. You can at least make it cute. You can call me guppy-brained or something. Ah! Don't throw your dirt on the floor. Sorry. For anyone who's surprised by the cough, I was also surprised by it. Butthole if a hole isn't guppy coated. Yeah, you're probably right. Every time I look back at those blue things. Oh, those are hold on. Are you talking about these things? These are ball shipoks. They're like ball wands, except they constantly spawn balls. And when the balls despawn, they drop plastic blocks. Same thing for the friend shipok. They drop red plastic. Oh dear, I just punched my microphone. I'm sorry for anyone that's startled. And then you can combine the two into lots of different colors. Devil's hole pup fished brained. What? Am I gonna have to look up what a... I'm sorry, what did that say? Devil's hole pupfish. Excuse me while I subject my internet search history to whatever the hell you just said. Devil's hole pupfish. Oh. Interesting. Like a neat looking sort of grumpy iridescent blue fish. Cobblestone generator? Kind of. Like, if I were to construct my entire platform out of plastic blocks, that would be how it does it. Slippery dick brains. It's a fish. You know, somehow I don't believe you. Okay, we got to go back into... Give me my dirt back. I don't know why I put that in here. I'm going to need that for exploration. Have to leave at 7 Idaho time? That's, Central Standard Time? Or does Idaho have the same time zone as full... West Coast. You'd think I would know this. I ship stuff to Idaho. Humma humma. Like 20 minutes. Okay, so you're in Central. I don't think we're in daylight. Are we in daylight time at the moment? So that would be Central Daylight Time. UTC -7. I find Universal Transit time to be a lot easier to remember. Should make merch for mods. I would make merch at some point if my channel were any kind of size. Free. Sorry, I can't offer that kind of service. I don't even have merch to begin with. Besides, I hesitate to think about what people would do with merch from me. Because, you know, plushie with a hole in it. I heard you try to say the fish and then give up. Yep, that's... Do you want me to try to pronounce it? I'm just going to consistently mispronounce it. Hamanukunuku appas. Oh, fuck. That's a horrendous fish name. And I completely believe you that that's an actual fish name. Offend the culture it comes from. I'm going to assume that it's Pacific Islander in nature. Hamunukuapua. If I throw that into Google Translate, is it just going to put a spell on me? Can't believe you hate Hawaii. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Hawaii. It's not to do with the culture, it's just because it's really hot. I can't deal with hot climates. I'm entirely too far up. Do I even want to know what that is? I'm so very not somewhere that I should be. There's an entity above me. Swinging its, I don't know what, off the side of the Mountain. It's pitch black. This is probably just like super engaging, right? Just there. Now we're all staring at pitch blackness with something moving on the right of the screen. This engaging? I feel like slippery dick fish is an actual fish now. I feel like you're looking up strange fish names. Whatever. I'm gonna do this in a... Ah! Slippery dick is a fish. I mean, it's sort of in the same vein as spotted dick being a type of pudding. So I guess it's not as absurd as it could possibly be. Tasseled Wobegong Bryand? That's... Fishermen just be out here naming shit. Could it be daytime at any point in this century? I don't actually know how long the day-night cycle in this game is. I have no idea. Hmm. Realizing that I did not pick up my Clone-Qualia again. That is going to be a very important habit to not get into. Wait, what the hell? How did I get up here? Where's the path down? What's going on? I am suddenly unsure of the safety of this region. Don't know what those things are. Sort of terrified to find out. Do I watch Joe Bart? I do not know who that is. Who or what? Thank you for the baguette, Fruity Boys. Joe Bartolozzi? That does not clarify it for me. Is this a comedian? A podcaster? A talk show host? A newscaster? An actor? A politician? An inventor? A scientist? An astronaut? A pediatrician? A podiatrist? Streamer? Nope, I have no idea. Also, I may have consistently oversold. How you watch a pediatrician? I mean, I didn't know it was a streamer. You just asked me whether or not I knew who Joe Bart... Oh wait, do I watch Joe Bart? Fair enough. I wasn't paying attention to the question. I mean, there is that doctor guy on YouTube and TikTok that just like, well, I mean, there isn't just one. There's multiple doctors that do like medical misinformation stuff. Just lie next time. How do you watch a pediatrician? Easy. You install a camera in their bedroom when they're not at home. Or you hack into their home security system. That is how you watch a pediatrician. Just lie next time. See, if I lie, I'll just forget the lie, and then I'll out myself later. So it's better just to rip the band-aid off. Of course I would. I wouldn't put a camera in someone's bedroom, okay? I'd put a bedroom in their kitchen so that I can steal all their family recipes. Truly the most criminal act. You think your family is special? Not anymore. I know what you put in your empanadas. It is still not bright enough to see. I so very much want to just not know what those things are. I wonder if the only thing saving me right now is that they... Oh my god, there's more than two. The only thing saving me is that they don't have any path to get to me. Sensible time. Well, that's on record. Well, it was going to be on record anyways, but now it's on, bro forgot the quality. I did forget the quality. But I came back for it. Because I needed to, in part, and... Actually, I forgot the quality twice this stream, if we want to be honest. Remember, kids, don't leave home without your clone Aqualia. Also, why are you calling it equality? It's Aqualia. You know, like Equestria. Your favorite show. The setting of your favorite show. Funnily enough, I've heard that My Little Pony is actually entertaining, but I've... Are you? What? Is it me, or are these things extraordinarily flat? Are you an entity? I'm a little scared to smack it. Because if I do that, then it could just knock me into oblivion, but... I guess... Wait, this is a foolish thing to do. I have a rejuvenation anchor. I should put that down so that when I die, I still live. There we go. Bro would know because the cameras. Yep. Not an entity? Okay, they're just creepy. Good to know. I mean, I could try exploding one, but... I honestly don't want to throw a... I basically have to throw a fireball at... Fireball? Firebomb at my own nuts, and I'd rather not do that if I can avoid it. Good thing, though, it is... bright enough for me to see that I am entirely too high. Okay, time to navigate back down without casting myself into the abyss. Like that. Man, those things are creepy. There's not really any convenient way of getting down. Just get down to an approximate level of that other thing, then dirt block across. I forgot the qualia. No, I didn't. Ha! I remembered this time, although you did make me check, so... Sorry, I see you spamming the creepers. It just looks like a loading bar. What in the hell is that? We've got to do some investigating on this. What form of nightmare creature? Are those eye blocks? Ugh! Well. Hasn't gotten any easier to see around here. Is this... This is metal. Rust. Rust block. Huh. I mean, should probably pick some up while I'm here. Yeah, you definitely did spam a little more than 10. Eating the dinosaur diaspora. I have no idea what you're talking about. Dinosaurs. I don't think I've met dinosaurs in this game. Unless I have and I'm forgetting again. Please, please check your sentence before you send it so that I can tell what you're trying to say. I feel like I'm reading in tongues. I can try to translate. Eating the dinosaur. Dinos? Hieroglyphics. Yeah, honestly hieroglyphics would be probably easier to read. Because then it would be an actual language as opposed to autocorrect these. Windows 11 AI. Did you mean to say There is rust absolutely everywhere. Rotoxicity is 89. In spirit, perhaps. Realistically, it's probably just because I grew up watching a lot of science programming, and they were all old. Old man coded. Yeah, I can only imagine how well that's going to age, har by the time I'm actually 89. I'll be talking like I was alive 200 years ago. This is the most... Why am I mining rust blocks at the top of this spire? That's definitely an OSHA violation, and it's just covered in rust. Did something other than dirt come out of that? I don't know. I feel like... So we established last stream that there's some sort of cold quality associated with osmium. So I wonder if the rust has like a fire quality associated with it. I only know the lingo because autism mimicry does wonders for being a social chameleon. Yeah? I mean, the only really social chameleon thing I had to engage in was not being Christian in a Christian community, so, and that hasn't been the case in like... What the fuck? Did they put Herobrine in this game? What the hell? I don't know why I'm turning away from it. That seems like a foolish thing to do. Bro met Jesus when he was still alive. Yeah, his name wasn't Jesus then, though I couldn't pronounce it. What the fuck is going on? Are people able to enter your world? Is this another player? Am I losing my mind? Uh-uh. One of them almost climbed up to me. Them little guys? I'm quite frankly too scared of them to get close. Druids? Oh! Huh. They just sort of place blocks. Oh, okay. So they're not hostile, it seems. At least not yet. Not until I've taken more of their shit, probably. They are hostile? They're not attacking me. I mean, I'm not attacking them, so I'd imagine they're not going to attack me unless I attack them, because I haven't attacked them yet. Can I put attack a few more times in that sentence? So thank this guy for the limestone, because we haven't seen that in nature yet. I guess it's sort of a good idea to just see what sort of blocks they're placing. Temple bricks. I'll take some of that. I mean, it probably is just like another point in the normal stone crafting tree, but... I mean, I kind of want to kill one to see what happens. Which is an interesting position to have on anything in particular. What happens if I kill you? Obviously, people die when they're killed. Oh my. They do swing, don't they? They drop clay axes. And then if you combine a clay axe with a clay lump, you get a mace. Of course you do. That's an obvious thing to be dropping or be crafted from clay and more clay. Ta-da! Mace plus watermelon. I mean, I might as well. That's fucking Azrael. Why does mace plus watermelon equal Azrael? Watermelon. Azrael plus melon is... Sorry. Wait, actually, what is Azrael plus melon? Tendril rapier. Okay. Take note of that recipe. So we can just craft Azrael whenever we want it out of mace and watermelon. Tendril rapier. Tendril rapier and Azrael craft into each other with basically anything. Also, I have completely lost what direction I was going. I'm lying. I just figured it out. North is that way. Man, I can't tell whether or not it's super dark or if this area is just really hazy. It could be both. Are you seriously running up on me? No, not really. Okay. Wonder if there's a way to grow watermelon. Probably, but not that I know what it is. Is that a giant structure? That's a mannequin with a ball wand. You're dropping... What the f... Oh, you did fall damage to yourself. Well, this is a giant fuck-off something. Made of metal. What kind of metal? Metal. Yeah, this seems like something I should put down a spawn beacon for. When did I get an eye? Throw you down. Throw you down. Go drop off some stuff before I inevitably go in somewhere where I'm going to die. Okay. Druid dirt. You can go in here. Metal, I suppose you're going back here. All of the clay. Second Azrael. Rust block. Melons. And an eye. I should probably bring a better pickaxe, huh? Where the hell is my equipment? There it is. There should be... I guess I can just use Cristella's Bane. It'll mine things faster. Set up text-to-speech so mods can use. That'll have to be an after-stream thing. Also, I don't know how exactly. I mean, I'll have to figure it out. That's probably something I can do in StreamerBot, but I would also reserve it for only certain interactions and not just because mods were doing it. Well, that actually doesn't really break any faster than the Oh, that's mildly faster. God, it's dark in here. Whatever, I'm just gonna pass some time mining out an unnecessary amount of metal blocks. And then probably get punched in the face by something that I don't see. Yeah, if you spam slippery div fish, I would have to unmod you, to be perfectly honest. Yes, it is an actual fish, but at that point, you would just be spamming slippery div. Oh. Well. Something in there is moving. Holy shit! Woo! I am glad I heard that thing creeping up before I died. Metal block and dirt, what do you make? What the? Dirt. Line metal, obviously. Alright. We've... Hate wand? I mean, I could do that, except it's dark and the hate wand destroys everything around me, so that I could have destroyed my regen block and my clone equality of blocks, which would result in me being very sad and in a bad position. Metal lock. Keep the dirt. Y'all are full grown again. Actually, I wonder if growing these things on different types of soil yields different results. Do I have... Well, let's try to figure out what... Sand, I would expect probably something it could grow in. Maybe snow? Ah! Oh. Well, you can definitely plant them on random things. Huh. We're gonna have to see if that influences the outcome. I mean, I can combine fish plus hate wand. That's a... Oh, man, I can never remember the name of this weapon. Gum something. That says dead fish corpse. Hate wand. Gel bruiser, that's what it's called. Bone and fish. Oh. Interesting. Capsule. Fish corpse, bone. 2 fish capsules. Nice. Now, if only I knew of a way... Wait. I'm thinking... Ah! Well, good news, everybody. You can place water. You can also lose it. I think it's probably about time to tunnel down to the bottom of the thing to get the water so that I can potentially figure out how to get more water. We're doing a 2x3 staircase, so flip a turn. As always, the newts heckling me in the background. How close am I? I am under the water. So close. I wonder how I got water in the first place. I thought I got it when a fish dropped, but I might have picked it up by some other method. Also, we've established that this continues... Oh my. I don't like this. We've established that the osmium pillar continues down past the water line. Now, if only I knew how to... No, you cannot time everyone out for 10 seconds. Only I can figure out how to pick up water. Mining it didn't seem to do anything. I wonder how I got the water in the first place. Mining it doesn't seem to do anything. Grappling, certainly not. Just one person. Can you time yourself out? Is that possible? Fish. I can't fish. I mean, unless you're saying that fish is how I got the water, which I suppose is possible. Fish and newt capsule. Why not? Of course it produces a bubble bear capsule. That's what it always produces. Oh. That's interesting. String and dirt. String, dirt. Bead bracelet. I already don't remember what fish corpse and bone did. Oh, right, fish capsule. Fish capsule. And string and dirt made the bead bracelet, which... Art +2. Bead bracelet. Art +2. Speed bracelet plus stick does something. Bone does the same thing. String does the same thing. Bead bracelet plus stick. Eek. Duck bracelet. Duck bracelet. Wow. Art +2, lung +5. duck bracelet plus... Wait a minute. That's something else. So bead bracelet plus stick made the duck bracelet, but duck bracelet plus stick makes the bead bracelet again, but combining it with something else makes... What exactly? String bracelet. I think that's the second time I've had a string bracelet. Art +1. It sucks. Duly noted. Throw it in with some cut wood. That makes a duck. 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 Scared the shit out of me. Thank you, Damien, rather. Never considered that my own sound effect for banning someone would result in me getting jump scared. Alright, string bracelet seems to just be kind of stuck where it is. What if I combine you with a paddle? I mean, that's obviously going to produce a duck bracelet, right? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. What about with a ball wand? Friend wand. What about with a jail bruiser? Duck bracelet. What about with wooden pick? Duck bracelet. What about with a bubble hat? Bead bracelet. Well, that doesn't make any more sense. Bubble hat plus paddle. Leaf pick. That is not a valuable recipe to know. Bubble hat plus mace. Cyst. Weird. Oh, I have multiple string bracelets. I should probably do something with those. If I convert that back into duck bracelet, and then I combine that with a string bracelet, that should produce a secret third thing, which is another rosary bracelet. So not worth knowing. But it is nice to know that I can combine string bracelet with other things to produce better bracelets. I don't think I've ever combined a wooden pick with a paddle. Well, that's just sticks. Not that I'm going to knock it. Eight sticks. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of stream boo bots. think I'm going to have to figure out how to do a thing where I like have streamer.bot identify anytime a streamboo.org thing shows up and then just automatically bans the guy. That account created like a couple minutes ago. It was created on Friday. Do that in Automod? Oh, okay. Alright. Time has passed. Let's see where we stand in the overworld. Hopefully bright enough to see. This could be complicated. Because we're gonna spawn right underneath that thing. Please tell me we get spawn protection. Nope. Gotta leave, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Whoo! Dangerous. It occurs to me I never figured out how much melon slices heal. 2. That's not bad. Melon slice plus berry. Why would that produce a bubble bear egg? Bubble bear egg plus sulfur. That's a sulfur ore block. I am almost certain. Yep. Sulfur ore block. And from that, we can craft a whole bunch of other things. Ostensibly. Probably better just to eat food than play with it. Not bad. I think... Can you actually eat the nuts? Yes, you can. Infinite food source. Good to know. Chat with you after stream so you know where to look. Yeah. I imagine it's fairly obvious once you actually go looking for it. I just don't think I knew it existed. But it would be helpful to have it pointed out. It seems like as the concentration of creatures in a pen increases, so does egg production. Because after I reduced bubble bears down to like 4 from 8, they don't produce eggs as much anymore. Also, how many of you do I have in here? 4? Ugh. Ow. Did I ever combine a newt egg and a bubble bear egg? I don't know if I did. That's a nut. Never mind, that's a rejuvenation unit. No rebirth block, heart block, cash cubes, no thanks. Already have a qualia. Guess another pendant. Revelation nut. Bye, keeper. Probably left already, but... Revelation nut. Combining it with a stick gets me a plum axe. Combining it with most other things gets me eggs. What happens if I eat you? Nothing obvious. Oh man, at some point I'm gonna have to decide when I have enough red plastic blocks, and the answer to that is probably gonna be when I don't have inventory space to hold them anymore. Oh. Why was I running from the overworld? Right, because the Kilo was trying to kill me. Bro. It is still super dark out here. What do you want? Entities are just deciding that it's time to throw hands. Hmm. Still have not finished my banana roll-up. I do wonder if time passes differently inside here, or if I've accidentally waited more than a day. Maybe it's time to redesign the newt pen. I have enough eggs that I can repopulate if necessary. Yeah, it's probably time to redesign the newt pen. First off, got to establish as exactly how high. Alright, so I dangle 1, 2, 3, 4-ish blocks in the air. Interestingly, whipping my mouse up and down results in... Interesting. You get access to vanity blocks? Technically every block is a vanity block. There's lots of different tile blocks that you can access through crafting. But they also have their own crafting outputs, so... Insofar as vanity blocks can even exist in this game, I really don't know. Right, you probably spawned on the outside. Hmm. Yep. Okay. Newt egg, newt flesh. Feathers. Kristella's Bane. So, need to have an overhang. The overhang itself needs to be 4 blocks above the opening, so that would make the opening here. Alright, that's workable. I think I can actually increase that to... Actually, I might just be able to do that all the way to the top. Yeah, well, whatever. Worth testing. Yes, I can. Alright, the velocity actually gets me up there. So that being the case... Alright. That was actually surprisingly simpler than I thought it would be. I grab some newts. Whoa. Weird little bit of lag. Whoop. Maybe I build this one higher so that I can get just a little bit more velocity, because it looks like I can also not make it out. Yow. I should have more of those guys. I don't know how useful the baguette is, but the dough ring allows me to craft gears. So I should have more fruit femmes. And the crafting recipe for fruit femmes is cut wood, bubble bear egg. Good thing I have plenty of both. I think this is probably the easiest way of doing this. There we go. Y'all can't jump, so I'll be glad to have you in here forever. Producing donuts at a rate that is amenable to me. That is one of the worst ways I could possibly put that sentence. Oh, that's slick. I should have done this a lot sooner. To whoever it was that was in my chat many streams ago saying that I should do that, you were absolutely right. This is the superior method of transit. Alright. Still gotta wait for daytime in the overworld, I imagine. Yep. What to do in the meantime, other than try out some recipes. Now, I do have a shit ton of cut wood. We can try some things out with that. Cut wood plus string, we already know what that does. Stick, that produces a wood pick. Bone, that produces a paddle. Cut wood plus dirt. Ugh. Sorry, prepping the... crafting the slots in. Oh, that's an extraordinarily easy way to get dried apple. Actually, it's so easy that I suspect that I've probably made it before and just don't remember it. Cut wood plus dried apple. That's grass. 3 grass blocks. Cut wood plus grass block. Bright grass blocks. Seen these before, didn't do anything with them. Cut wood plus bright glass block. Glass block? Grass block. Gets you 2 grass blocks again. So that's infinite grass blocks. With cut wood as the fuel source, as it were. I need to figure out a solution to the hole in the floor. That's for later. Do I really not have any other grass blocks in here? I really don't. Alright, let's grab a smattering of a... Explain to me how you managed to get out. I was really quite sure that this place was secure. I guess I need to make it taller. That being said, if you want to hang out with the fruit femmes, that is okay with me. I need your eggs, and I cannot really kill you at the moment. What was I doing? Right. Cut wood. Newts really just be out here behaving. Let's grab some random stuff. Grab light grass, pale grass, dry grass, feather, glass shard, dandelion, fiddlehead, bezonia flower, eye, cyst, dice. I mean, cut wood plus grass. Produces 4 dandelions. Dandelion. 4. Cut wood plus pale grass. More dandelions. Cut wood plus dry grass. That's going to be more dandelions, isn't it? Yep. Same item and number. Feather? Oh. I'm certain that's a cheaper recipe of crafting wool. One wool. Might as well confirm what cut wood plus wool is. That's a feather. Is it more than one feather? No, it is a single feather. So that is just a straight up inversion, which means that for the price of as many cut wood blocks as I have feathers or wool, I have that many of feathers and wool. Cut wood block plus glass shard produces... I am almost certain that's going to be a mannequin capsule. Shard, not sharp. Yes, glass sharp, but not thing I was trying to say. Mannequin capsule. Okay, that is significantly less expensive than the other recipe I had for that, which involved several other hostile mobs. Man. This will be the last time I have granola before streaming. Ugh, cut wood plus dandelion. Or dry grass. What if I combine it with multiple dandelions? Oh. I've definitely done this before. I remember this now. 1, 2, 3. That last one's aster. That's dry grass, that's normal grass, and then that's aster. I've done that recipe before. Cutwood plus fiddlehead, that makes pink grass. Probably 4. Yep. Fiddlehead. Pink grass times 4. Cut wood plus bezonia flower. More dry grass. That would plus I. Cyst. Or cyst. That would plus cyst. Dried apple block. Pulp block. It's actually good to know because the pulp block is a predecessor to a lot of interesting blocks. Cut wood plus pulp block. That's a nuke capsule, I'm almost certain of it. Yes, it is. Alright. We have a method of creating basically infinite newts now. Newt capsule. Wood plus newt capsule. That's gonna be a bubble bear capsule. Already did cyst. Dice. That's a vomit block. But what? How many? Just one. Wood plus vomit block. I think that's a pink a peach A block. Ooh. A more block. Do you shoot shit? Yep. You're just a heart block. Actually, I wonder what happens when I put you into a place where you get shot by hearts. Absolutely nothing. It was worth a shot. That wood plus a more block. That produces vomit. More block plus stick. Oh, interesting. Bomb X. Vomit block. Vomit block. Wool. Vomit block. Vomit block. Just a lot of vomit blocks. Ah, that'd be an eye block. More block plus cyst. Never mind, that's a friendship block. I don't think I've combined friendship hawks with much. Oh, that's going to produce a ball shipok almost certainly. Yep. Cut wood plus friendship hawk equals ball shipok. And then probably flips back and forth. No, that's a yellow A block. 5 yellow A blocks with the ball shipok. A block, not Q block. Cut wood plus... Okay, you're just gonna be back into the A block crafting tree. Let's throw things back where they came from. Actually, wood plus mannequin capsule. Interesting. Is that a sheep? No, it's red. Oh. Well, that's a cheaper way of producing blasphemy capsules. Not as many as the other recipe. It definitely doesn't involve me cycling osmium. And lots of animal materials. Blasphemy plus wood. Turns it back into a mannequin. I don't think I've ever tried this. No, I haven't. Blasphemy plus osmium. Osmium block. Three mercury capsules. Plus wood produces who the hell knows what that is. Mercury capsule plus cut wood. Gel capsule. I think that's the weird fractal monster that is what drops ooze. I don't know what a mercury is, though. Also, this is apparently just how you discover what enemy names are in this game, is that you just find the recipe for them. Which is such a strange dynamic, but it ends up working out. Mercury capsule, mercury capsule, mercury capsule plus bone. That's gel. That is also gel. That is also gel. That looks like a Mishu. Mercury capsule plus dirt. Golem. Oh. So those things that were running around are literally called golems. Or golems. I have to say golem, otherwise I get confused with the Tolkien. Golem. Golem capsule. Golems were the things that drop blocks. And I guess purple means that the enemy is peaceful unless attacked. If that's the case, I wonder what the Mishu is. I have to go find the Mishu recipe. I have to spawn it now. Mishu capsule. Log block plus... we basically just need a newt capsule. Plenty of those. Plus bone. Mishu. We're dropping you over here. And then we're fighting. Oh. Well... You, like... You don't have a hitbox. And also, I think you're just here forever now. Maybe there's a specific kind of weapon I need in order to hit these guys? What? Oh. UA Octon? Nope. No spooning for you. Plum axe. Nope. Nope. Ball wand? Nope. Gel bruiser? Amethyst knife. Nope. Nope to all answers. Huh. Well, I think we're just gonna have this creepy dude in the corner for a while. Until he despawns or we figure out a way to kill him. Very strange. Right. Any eggs out of you? Nope. Time to go back in the overworld to see whether or not the situation has improved. How is it still night? I must have either skipped night or skipped day, or time passes slower in the clone qualia. Well. I do not think you are all fully... Nope, you literally just became full grown. No, you didn't. Not a single one of you was full grown. And I just wasted all of you. It's fine. See, the newt wasted all this effort actually escaping the newt enclosure, and then it just decided that, you know what, I'll just hang out. I would very much like to use a hate wand to destroy that thing, but I don't have infinite tile to replace the tile that would be destroyed by me hitting it with a hate wand. It's so very strange that this thing does not seemingly have the ability to get hit. Ishu. Ishu. Ushim. Shumi? Shumi. Shumi? Your shadow's position changed. Do all blocks have shadows? Have I simply been not noticing this? No. No, blocks do not all have shadow. Well, no, they have shadows. They're just not particularly visible on reflective surfaces. I guess Mr. Mishu is going to serve as my time dial? I guess I'll grab some plastic blocks to lay out some time markers. He's sort of diagonal at the beginning, so let's just... call that good for now. It'd be really funny if the shadow just kind of rotated. We'll just call that good. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, the Mishu is creepy. Fortunately, it's not facing a direction I care about, that I exist in. It's just sort of looking off into the vast expanse of nothingness, assuming that that's its face. Which, who knows? But I can't damage it. It's a purple type enemy, which to me indicates that it is passive unless attacked, but I don't seem to be able to attack it in the first place. So I guess it's effectively just passive. Ow. I'm so very distracted by the Mishu. Shadow is much further to the left of it now. Well, it's right, I guess. Still night, I'm guessing. Yep. That's frustrating. There has to be some block or item in this game that produces light. And if I'm thinking about it, probably a combination of sulfur and something else. That baguette should not be in there. Sulfur is basically coal in this game, right? So, nope, that's a sulfurous sword. That's sulfur ore. Another sulfur sword. Sulfur ore. Sulfur ore. Sulfur sword. Sulfur sword. Suddenly I don't think sulfur is the way to address. That's going to produce a sulfur block, I remember that now. That is also a sulfur block. I should combine rust and osmium. Oh, that's interesting. Osmium. Whoa. Osmium block. Rust block. Ain't no fucking way. Well, guess we have a way to make light blocks now. And it actually produces light. I need to acquire more rust blocks then. Because if these are the only things that are capable of lighting things up, then I'm going to need more than one of them. Can't believe I just randomly got a light block after complaining about not having a light block. I'm guessing by combining this with different materials, I'm going to be able to produce lights of different color. I don't know, white lamp plus bone. Produces red lamp. Guessing the color is also red, yes? Yep. Red lamp plus nut. Brown lamp, I'm guessing. No, yellow lamp. Is this where the plastic blocks come into play? By lending their color? I'm betting if I combine that with... Yeah, that's going to produce a white lamp, isn't it? No, of course yellow and white produces a red lamp. Why would it produce anything else? Yellow lamp, white plastic. Produces a red lamp. What about a red lamp plus a red plastic block? I did not mean to grab all 40. That's going to be a green block, isn't it? Yep. That's a green lamp. That doesn't make sense. Red and red made green. What does green and green make? Blue. At least it's consistent? Green, plastic, block, blue lamp. Ah, your shadow does move in a circle. So we don't experience sunrise and sunset per se. The sun just spins. I guess that's good to know. If a little confusing as to how exactly that is useful. Blue. Well, it definitely produces light, just not a lot of it. Yes, we should try sitting around. Oh, Queen's sick right now? That is unfortunate. What is she sick with? Or do you know? While we wait for morning to arrive. Hmm? Okay. Consider my pants shitted. Hmm. Hmm. A truly horrendous thing to witness crawling out from the night. No eggs yet, huh? Never mind, you just decided to put your eggs in here. Peculiar creatures, Newt. Not quite sure, assuming symptoms for a period. Not quite sure because I've never seen it as sick before. I mean... No, I've made the joke before. I'm not going to make it this time. I genuinely have no idea what could cause a worsened period. Apart from, like, just generally being sick already. happening tomorrow, taking her to urgent care. That's reasonable. Clay lump and a popsicle. Popsicle. Sure. Juice. It's probably... Yep. Juice and a berry. That's going to make an amethyst knife? Oh dear. Do not hit caps lock. Berry. Nope, that's going to make 2 popsicles. Popsicle. 2. Popsicle plus a bone. Seems like popsicle likes getting crafted into juice. Cut wood block. Juice. Just 1. Juice plus wood turns it into popsicles again. Popsicles constant is making juice. It seems to be. But I don't believe juice to only craft itself into popsicles again. That would be odd. So the trick is just going to be finding what the hell popsicles craft with to produce something that isn't juice. Dice producing vomit is just sort of a gimme, so going to ignore that. Just... Maybe the popsicle is just so intensely colored that it can't produce anything else. Then again, that would be odd. More juice. Ice pick. Visonia flower. That's odd. Although I guess the color lines up. Not that it does here. I believe in the potential of the popsicle. It's got to have a more interesting crafting recipe than that. Osmium. That's a nice pick. Never mind. Metal, cobalt, rust. There's gotta be aluminum somewhere around here. There we go. Ice pick. Ice pick. Ice pick. Ice pick. Alright. I stand corrected. I do not believe in the fantastic nature of metal. That being said, if I can basically infinitely produce... Well, hold on. Juice plus berry produced 2 popsicles. Okay. So only some recipes result in multiple juice outputs. Juice or popsicle outputs. So popsicle plus I produces 1 juice. Fi. Juice plus appendage. Well, that's going to produce a Visonia flower, and that's... Oh! Interesting. Juice plus feather produces glider glove. Glider glove. Good to know. Gibby got your is on your... God damn it, Otter. Getting back from playing with your fish, huh? And that's what you lead with? Of course. What about mercury? Or clay? Juice plus clay lump. 1 popsicle. Clay lump. 1 popsicle. It'll be a legendary product to produce. Well, that's sort of expected. Popsicle plus dry grass is probably going to produce 1 juice once again. No, not really any issue. Unless you're referring to the game, in which case we're trying to figure out exactly what the popsicle situation is. Actually, well, I guess that sort of makes sense in a fashion. Juice plus mercury, that's going to be more popsicles. Is it going to be more than 1 popsicle? Because if it is, what produced more than 1 popsicle? It was combining with a berry, which is another food item. So let's combine it with another food item and see what happens. Bubble bear egg. Melon. Nut. That's a juice plus bubble bear egg. Bubble bear egg produces a fruit fem capsule. Fruit fem capsule. Melon produces more popsicles. Nut produces a bubble bear egg. Oh, right. There was that whole thing where we combined a bubble bear egg and a newt egg, and it produced a rejuvenation nut? Revelation nut. What about a revelation nut plus a normal nut? Is going to produce an egg. Of course it is. What about with popsicle? It's going to produce an egg. What about with it's going to produce an egg? What about with it's going to produce an egg? What about with a piece of wood? It's going to produce an egg. Dirt, also an egg. String, also an egg. Dormant pendant. Machination, because of course. Hate wand, an egg. Why do I get that a revelation nut is always just going to produce an egg unless its crafting tree gets overridden? Bubble hat. Fiddlehead. That's a peculiar recipe combination. Ball wand. Friend wand. A glider glove, because we can craft those for cheap now. An egg. Flower earring? Fiddlehead, of course. Arm extension, wooden pick. Paddle. String bracelet? Plum axe, that's interesting. Egg. Plum axe. Eh. I just combined multiple green items. You're just gonna make a... What? Popsicle plus nut equals melon? Popsicle. Nut. Melon? 5 melon slice. How about that? Melon slice plus juice. Melon slice. Juice. This had better produce multiple popsicles. 2 popsicles. All right, so we have, through the power of nut, I guess, the ability to produce multiple juice. If I combine juice or a popsicle with a melon slice, is that going to give me 2 juice? Yes, it will. All right, so melon slice multiplies juice and popsicle. Where does that get us? Whatever we want to craft with juice and popsicles, which seems to mostly be ice picks and more juice and or popsicles. Are popsicles edible? Yes, they are. I shouldn't have them in the crafting equipment then. You go there, you go there. You go there. Is the rejuvenation nut edible? Yes, it is. We've got lots of weird food now. I think a melon restores HP by 2. Newts have decided to lay their eggs in random places again. Thanks, buddy. Y'all are hanging out in here. One of you is hiding in the corner, making me think that you're missing. Mishu is hanging out in the corner, doing whatever the hell Mishu do. Staring off into the abyss. Please tell me it is daytime now. Oh God. Well, that hurt. I need food now. I forgot that that thing was there. Hey, rejuvenation nut. What do you craft with? An egg, of course. Let's get some... Actually, let's just make use of how many bubble bears I have to just get some bubble bear flesh. There we go. And right back out. Okay, so that thing in the center is probably another ley line. I wish this light was more helpful than it actually is. Let's go mine some rust while we're waiting for daytime to be more daytime-ish. Oh, little bastard. I guess these guys spawn more frequently around here. Come on, pull up. Not there. Ouch! What's this? Hi-ya! Where the hell are all of you coming from? Ugh. What? No, I'm not randomizing my position. That sounds like a terrible idea. Increase heart, because I just keep getting into combat nowadays. What do you think the odds are that a third one shows up? Probably higher than none, huh? Maybe they just hate it when I break rust blocks? One hit point. That's more than 0, so we're fine. Ugh. Wonder if those things get more prevalent as the game progresses. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Go get food, drop off metal, come back. Oh yeah, I never figured out how much rejuvenation nut heals. A lot. Rejuvenation nut heals a lot. That was 3 to 12, so that healed 9. I guess I should be carrying rejuvenation nuts as my go-to healing item then. Okay. Good nut. I can get the shit beaten out of me now and kind of take it. Grab the Clone Aqualia just in case I need to take it. Or... words are difficult. Oh, you are not friendly. Ball essence. Interesting. Aw. Yeah, I kind of figured. Up we go. All good. All is good. All is fine. Anyone else feeling claustrophobic a little bit? Crawling up the ass of HAL 9000? As things get progressively more and more orange. And I hope that's just a bunch of red lights at the top. Oh. Hallucination time. Oh, this is different. What? What? I have a grappling hook. What the hell am I doing? Well, I missed. All right. That was the dumb way and the super dumb way. So let's do it the even dumber way. I don't know if I can make that jump. Oh dear. Nice. Yeah, it's goofy, but I only have one life left, so. Oh my god. I mean, what exactly does the game want me to do about this? Yeah? I'm not exactly up high enough to get through here. Oh my god. Fuck it. We're doing this the easy way. Ah! Ugh. Whoop! Shit. Ooh! Hell of a save, if I do say so myself. I am sweating only a little bit. I fucked up. Okay. Next attempt. Really place they use the hose nozzle for the grappling hook because when I was a kid, I imagine that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Apparently, not everything in this game is going to be like an hallucination. Sometimes it's just going to be... I just had a stupid idea. Lol. Yep, we're counting that. All good. Did I do it legit? No. Do I think it's possible to do legit? I honestly can't tell. Right. Okay. Are you gonna fill my XP bar? Okay. No. No, you're not. Okay, that's another rosary piece. Got to get back down now and get the fuck out of this horrendous red zone. What the fuck? Ball. Ball essence. Take the essence of my balls. Oh, it's not super red anymore. So was it only red because of the ley line? Is that the interpretation that I should be going for here? And now that it is no longer red, something is right with the world? Oh, hey, buddy. Further northward. Every time I hear a noise in this game, my brain just goes, nope. Don't know why or what, just gotta leave. Whenever we get out of these rust fields is the time that I am going to be happy. Pebble spires? Holy shit. I never thought normal vision in this game would be so clear. But now that we're not dealing with a giant, incredible red haze, this looks like I have just... I can see forever. You. You guys. Yes, you. Thank you for dropping your materials. Huh? Oh! Wild cash cube. I don't mind that. House or spire? I don't recognize these blocks. Oh, never mind. Mushrooms. If I remember correctly, crafting you before was a gigantic pain. I'm glad that I see you here now. You seem to go very deep into the ground. I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, God. What an atrocious noise these things make. Oh, what are you? A block that I cannot pick up because my inventory is full. Magnetite. Well, that is definitely iron adjacent. So we can find magnetite here. Maybe. In small clumps here and there. That's Abel. So we've got the Abel infection back. Whoa! What the? Right. Firstly, area where there might be some magnetite. But it's honestly kind of too dark for me to be able to see anything. Weird water border. And then this place. Huh. Essence blocks. I remember somebody saying that this game had something to do with essence values in terms of crafting, so I'm wondering if these essence blocks literally are like single units of essence. And if I should be collecting a lot of these because it will make things easier. Iron and iron chills, diamonds in no time. World Gen reminds you of the Nether. Honestly, yeah, a little bit. Can't fit magnetite in there. Keela, you go in there. Magnetite, wait. Keela, you only stack up to 5. Are you edible? Nope. You just stack up to 5. Okay. Blue lamp, might as well throw you down somewhere. Here. Now you're extremely blue. Essence block go in there. Cash cube. Sure. Essence block. There's all the mushrooms. Melon slice, you go in there. Berry, you go in there. Leaky pendant. I wonder what happens when you try to craft together a leaky pendant and a normal pendant. It produces a UTIC, whatever the hell that thing is called. Uaocton. Broken pendants are fun because they result in weird things. I think the last time I had a broken leaky pendant, I put it in a crafting table with a machination and saw it produce something weird. Don't know what that is. Worth finding out. But I need to do a dice roll in order to figure it out. Let's grab... Leaky pendant can produce like 4 different things. It's a Uaocton, a machination, which is this. Whatever the hell it was producing with the machination, and then something else. And I don't remember what the something else was. Well, Well, no, that's not going to craft into anything in particular. That's another UA Octon. Whatever, I'm just going to craft it with the Machination. Alright, Leaky Pendant, Machination. Leaky Pendant. Machination. I can't spell leaky correctly. Produces Mudra. M-U-D-R-A. Probably another grappling hook, probably a really... I'm sorry. What was that range? Holy shit. Well, if I need to get really long distance really quickly, there's a mudra for that. Oh, that was worth learning. Grappling hook. Why must you test me, child? I still need to figure out how to harvest wool from the sheep without killing them. Ideally. I can craft sheep repeatedly, but that's a waste of resources, and I'd rather not do it. Alright, you three look fully grown. Nut? Nothing? Nut. It seems like it doesn't grow on sand, but I'll let it grow on sand again just in case that was a fluke. Continuing forward. I do want to see what... I can only imagine what's down there. What are you? Grass block. Fascinating. Well, we'll... Oh, hey! I love bees. They just fly at me and give me their appendages and whatnot. Anyway, time to mine out an area around here. Just get some essence blocks of unknown value. I'll shoot for 25, 30 of each. The bluish ones and the greenish ones. We already have some back at base, although I don't think they're all these same colors. Grab you two, because I don't think we're in danger here. At least not in particular. Thank you. You say green essence block? No, you just say normal essence block. It'll be interesting to try to combine those essence blocks at some point to see whether or not they produce different colors of essence block. Also need you in my hotbar so that I can see what your progress is. Watch these blocks be like extremely valuable and this biome be extremely rare, and the fact that I'm not gathering many is just going to be a gigantic failure in decision making. But it takes so much time to extract blocks. Even with this presumably extremely high tier pickaxe, or harvesting tool, whatever you want to call it, takes a while. Takes a while to mine. Now we have grass. Honestly, this biome is just kind of straight up pleasant. Not even a mannequin in sight. Just a bunch of very, very, very non-threatening passive mobs. What are you? Hello. Are you supposed to be a bird? I think you are. You're making bird noises. You know what I'm gonna have to do, right? Like, I have to see what it drops. It does look like a shine from Mario Sunshine. Unfortunately, it also looks like potentially items I haven't collected yet. So, I'm sorry, little one. Didn't drop anything. That's my punishment. Oh, is that more mushroom? It is indeed a vein of mushroom. Honestly, I don't think we need any mushroom. Many more. Don't need any more mushroom, so we'll just pass on that. And keep moving. I wonder if that ring is what's supposed to be the sun. So we've established that the sun, like, goes in a circular pattern as opposed to, like, rising and falling. So I wonder if that's what that is. Is it supposed to represent the sun? Oh! Look, it's a rainbow! That's the nicest thing we've seen in this game. Now we're over into the what the hell? Well, this is about to go from cozy to downright unpleasant. Maybe? What is this? Oh. Florid blocks. Might as well pick some of these up. I think I crafted these, but I haven't found them in the wild, so... Whatever crafting recipes these unlock, I want some samples. Sup? Look at him, he's trying to get to me. He's trying to enact violence against me. Oh dear. Unfortunately for him, I am the only one who can enact violence against me by simply being incompetent and walking off a ledge. Checkmate, loser. I am my own worst enemy. Okay, there's kind of a lot of mannequins around here. That makes me mildly uncomfortable. I just want my florid blocks. The things that look like they have, I don't know, vasculature or DNA running through them. Give me my full stack, please. Thank you. We're leaving. I sort of kind of really don't want to cross another ocean, so let's call this a change point where we move from going north to going another direction. East or west? Hey, Keeper. We've hit another ocean, so I kind of don't want to cross another ocean, so I'm kind of figuring we either go east or west. East looks like it's going to be more fruitful for some reason. As it gets very dark and kind of spooky. Okay, there's just more ocean in that direction. Moving west now. Hi, Keeper. Welcome back. I think I already said that, but just in case I didn't. Stream is about to end. We'll probably just end off of whatever the next biome we find is. That wasn't a properly formatted sentence. We'll end off when we find... Oh, shit. No, not... There we go. Ball wand. It's been 3 hours. That's how long I stream for. It's 3 hours. If I stream for longer than that, as I experienced on Friday, my voice starts to get very uncomfortable. Oh, this fucking game's gonna have me cross an ocean again. Well, that sucks. Same plan as before. Rejuvenation... That's a florid block. Rejuvenation anchor on the coast, and... 8-1 on the bar. This time with rejuvenation nuts. On the plus side, there is something very obvious over there that we can... Oh my goodness gracious. Is that an aircraft carrier? What about 5? If I stream for 5 hours, that means that I go from... When do I start stream? I don't actually remember when I start stream. Hold on. I start stream at 5 p.m. So if I stream for 5 hours, I'd be streaming until 10 p.m. Which means I'd have an hour before bed, which sounds like a hellish time for me. So I'm not going to do that. All right, this is a good place to call it. We've got some horrendous landscape and what looks like a pulp block. Yeah. And normal untextured essence blocks. Ooh, I'm just going to collect a few of those very quickly because they're apparently very easy to collect. Nice. Hop in the qualia. Pickaxe is so good. I mean, different pickaxes seem to mine different materials at different speeds. Like when I tried to mine metal with Cristella's Bane, it didn't move any faster than any other pickaxe. Oh, also, you probably weren't here. This is a Mishu. Say hi to the Mishu. The things we found in the clay spires. This is him. He is completely invulnerable to attack. So I have spawned him on the platform, and he's just going to be here forever, probably. I would use a hate wand, but I don't want to blow up my platform. Ugh, how did I spawn him? Mishu capsule. I don't think you were on stream when we were doing the capsule crafting bonanza on Friday. So you missed him being crafted the one time, but his crafting recipe is in the spreadsheet that's on the Mega link, which is on Mastodon. So if you want to look up the recipes for those, you can. I am not going to cover the whole thing in Mishus. If I do that, I will lose my mind. But that's where we're going to call stream for the day. It is 8 p.m. Let's go send y'all to another Lucid Blocks streamer. For which I will have to find one. Give me a moment. Lucid blocks. Okay. We got another PNG tuber. They might be German, though. Sure. Go send you to Glass Jungle. Rage Handle. Glass Jungle Live. Glass Jungle Live. Alright. Go get him. Ending stream now. Enjoy your afternoons and evenings. Good night.